Hi everyone and welcome to Tales from the Borderlands. What can wrongfully be dismissed as an odd combination between Telltale Games and the Borderlands franchise actually turns out to be one of the best series to date. It's incredibly witty, you're really attached to both of the characters, it has a really strong narrative, and brings the Borderlands world alive in a way that the actual numbered games have never done before. It's a triumph. Playing in the background is the opening credits type thing. As you can see, it's really stylish, the music is absolutely perfect. It is slightly spoilerish, but unless you thought that the main characters were going to die in the second episode, I don't think it's too much of a problem. Here we have Fiona, one of the playable characters in the series. It's a first for the pioneers of episodic storytelling, who traditionally just follow one character. You now have two. The new series Game of Thrones has actually got 4 to 5 characters. However, I find this is too many. It stretches the story a bit too thin, and it doesn't really work, whereas Tales of the Borderlands just gets everything right. Whereas the pacing of The Walking Dead's a bit too slow, but Game of Thrones feels like it's been rushed out in a week, Borderlands is just fun, really good to play, and for the price, it's an absolute accomplishment. There are some drawbacks though. While it still does have a few bugs, even with the large gaps between the releases of each episode, you find yourself wishing they'd release the episodes a lot faster at the expense of even more bugs. Perhaps I'm just being really impatient and should play the game when it's fully released and fully patched. Then I'd have nothing bad to say about it.
Thanks, bro. Hey, we're bros, bro.
Recognise that voice? Perhaps you don't. It's none other than the really varied Troy Baker.
That's bro. Bro, 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 bro.
He might be in every game you've ever played, but at least his voice is different enough so that you never really recognise him fully amongst his multitude of characters.
Unbelievable!
So it's got great voice acting and an interesting setup. But why is it worth your money? Well, gameplay wise it's pretty much your standard Telltale stuff. You wander about, use the right stick to click on things, and that's pretty much it.
What the hell?
Everything else plays out in a cutscene, with the main characters Reese and Fiona's dialogue controlled by yourself, as well as occasionally some actions which will take place in the form of some quick time events.
There's something he wanted us to
Don't want to get too deep into the story because obviously you don't really want to spoil it for yourself. The game is all about the story. But it's very entertaining, it's really well written. I honestly can't wait for the next episode.
There we go.
And this is Borderlands. I couldn't tell you what goes on in Borderlands 2, the story is mental.
Well, maybe that was the problem.
Even the humour is very hit and miss, whereas in Tales from the Borderlands, it's constantly brilliant.
Pointing us at Felix.
The only thing that's bad about it is the presence of bugs. It's not as if there isn't a big amount of time in between each episode either.
Please, you embarrassing yourself.
I think we can agree that it's Telltale that are embarrassing themselves. At least Fiona can talk with her lips moving. Which brings us to the last problem. The illusion of choice, as I will completely unpurposely demonstrate in a second. The choices are paper thin and don't really lead to any consequences. You get the feeling you're just being funneled down one path. Saying that though, it's still brilliant, so go out and buy it. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe for more.